Okay, you guys, I gotta get this off my chest. I am so freaking mad right now. So, I'm not gonna tell you the name of the restaurant right away. I want to get the whole story out first. But earlier today, we were out to eat with my sister and her family and my parents, and we're just chatting, having a good time. I need you to know a couple of things before I get too far. First off, my husband has narcolepsy. Yes, it's real. It's not just in the movies. And sometimes he will have sleep attacks. He will fall over. He will get hurt. He's gotten concussions from it before. It's bad sometimes, right? He's on good medications now that help manage it, but sometimes it's really bad. So he has a service dog for it. So we're in this restaurant and we're just sitting there, and the manager comes up to us and he starts asking my husband all these questions, which you are not allowed to ask. Like, do you have documentation? I don't even remember everything he asked, but he was just really getting into it with us. And he was like, yeah, unfortunately we have people with allergies, so we just can't have dogs on the premises. And we're like, oh, well, he's a service dog. He's like, no, I still can't have him on the premises. We're like, okay, that's illegal. So he's like, well, I'll go call the owner, but I'm pretty sure this is what he's going to say. We're like, yes, please check with the owner. Poor manager was just stuck in the middle. So he goes off, he calls the owner. He comes back and he's like, yeah, the owner's saying the same thing. We can't have you in here. And my husband's like, well, okay, you can ask me to leave, but you need to know this is against federal law. It is not legal to ask us for paperwork. It's not legal to kick us out of an establishment when we have a dog with a clearly labeled vest that says service dog on it. We were doing everything right. He wasn't misbehaving. He was being an angel. He was quiet. Nobody would have known he was there unless they saw him. So I don't know what the deal is. But my husband's like, yeah, that's against federal law. This guy sitting behind him, who we're pretty sure is the one who reported us or talked to them and had a problem, goes, that is not true. My husband has researched these laws inside and out because of situations like this, okay? He knows what he's talking about. This guy clearly hasn't even Google searched it, okay? So he goes, that is not true. And you can't have that dog if you don't have a visible disability. It's people like you that make me sick. And the manager turns to him, he's assuring, he's like, sir, I've got it under control. All I did was I just looked over and I went, sir. Just like that. Shut up. Didn't say another word. Didn't make another peep. So we keep talking it through with the manager and they kick us out. They kicked us out for having a service dog that my husband needs for medical purposes. They freaking kicked us out. So I have to go get my kids out of the play area and be like, yeah, they're kicking us out. And they start crying. They're upset. So we took them to a park after, which was fine for them. And so it worked out there. But we go outside and my whole family leaves. We're all like, yeah, we're done. No, we were fuming. We're all extremely frustrated and very upset, especially at the gentleman who is sitting behind my husband. So we get out there and my husband calls the owner. He gets the information from the manager, calls him and talks to him, and he explains it very calmly. I would not have. I was so mad at this point. So, but he's very calm. He's very direct. He just explains it and wants to help people understand the law, and he's really great about that, and I really appreciate that about him. So he explains it to the owner, and the owner actually responded really well. He said that he is going to look into it and he's going to train his employees on it. So hopefully that does happen. I have to give them points for listening and hopefully following through. I hope it actually happens. The guy that was sitting behind us, nowhere to be seen. He was out of the restaurant faster than we were. I think he could tell he freaking messed up. Now, I was going to have words with him if he was still there, but he ran, freaking coward. So I take some petty pleasure in that. Hopefully I scared the pants off him a little bit. His poor wife, we think, and little boy, she looked so embarrassed. She looked so embarrassed. Oh. And they had like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old with them. I felt so bad for them, but like, oh gosh. He just woke up and chose violence today, I guess. That's where the situation lies. We got out of there. My husband, because of his narcolepsy, after that whole situation, was so tired he had to go home early. He couldn't even come to the park with us because this wore him out. I was so freaking mad. I'm still really mad. So, needless to say, we will not be eating at Chick-fil-A for a while. If you needed yet another reason not to eat there, here it is. Apparently, at least at our local place, it's the owner's policy to kick out people with service dogs. So we'll be talking to corporate. Here's hoping we can get some change to happen, and I guess I'll keep you guys posted. Love you, bye.